Hi everybody, this is Janani
And this is Siddharth.
and we have a Dabba. It has Christmas cake in it.
Oh, I thought we'd keep it a mystery.
It's Christmas cake.
Mystery box. It's the end of November. I just got back from work. And Janani is heading into like the busiest time for her bakery in the year.
It's Christmas season and we've been baking up all kinds of goodies. This is actually our first batch of Christmas cake and it's been interesting. Oh, it smells nice. It's been interesting to work out Christmas season while having a 45-day-old baby and a toddler. And
With lots of support from our parents.
yeah, but even then it's just a bit crazy.
Yeah.
And the team is amazing as well at the bakery. But this is what they call working mother's guilt, right? Am I giving enough time for my children? Am I giving enough time for the work? And what do I do when my toddler is lying down on the bed and very insistent that he wants to read that same storybook 10 times before going to sleep, and somebody is calling me on my phone and I know that it's probably urgent, but the phone is in the other room, and if I get up, then it will mean 10 more times of the book. But you know, the interesting thing that we were thinking about was how it's not just working mother's guilt in this situation.
Yeah.
So that has been doing some thinking.
Yeah, not so much working father's guilt as working father missing his children situation. I've been sort of working a full-time job for the last little over a year, and during the pandemic we were flexible about timings, but now that things are back to normal ish, needing to be at the office for significant chunks of the day means that I'm really missing what these little ones are doing. And Achinthya misses me because he'll call me in the middle of the day.
It's very fun. He asked me to video call Siddharth, and we'll call him, and Siddharth will normally be eating because somewhere in the middle of the day is when he feels like he misses his father. And so it's funny because he now decides that Siddharth goes on cycle to office and eats over there.
So someday I want to actually take him to office for half a day when maybe most of my work involves just talking to people, and he can be right there. Don't have to do computer stuff, because his current idea of our work is what Janani said, plus that we do meetings on the computer. Initially, when he first said it wasn't meeting, it was mooting. So he'd say someone's name and want to do a mooting with them.
So he will very importantly sit at the laptop and talk at the keyboard. Papa meeting. Then I don't remember exactly how he'd say it initially, but he'll tell us that he'll give it to us after his meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, afterwards is another new concept that he's really taken to heart. So he's now, we used to bargain, right? That if he was eating something he really enjoyed, like just plain cooked pasta, and we also wanted him to have, dal at the same time. I'd say, let's have one mouth of pasta and one mouth of dal. But now he's like, pasta chaputu, appuma, dal. So I eat the pasta, and then after that, he's changed his negotiating position entirely. And I mean, he's still very happy to eat all kinds of food, but the terms of negotiation have changed. We can no longer do one mouth of this and one mouth of that. If he's eating something he enjoys, he is going to finish it and then only move on to the next thing.
You were saying?
Oh yes, we got carried away. So it's been interesting to, over the last month and a half, go back to sort of being at office from 9 to 5, and I just over the last 2 months decided that that's not possible. I don't want to do that. I'd much rather find flexible ways of doing work and spend time with the kids, which is really funny because back when I met Janani, right, when we were all young people, and thinking hypothetically, like so we were thinking about all the various situations, like do we work together? And we talked about children, we talked about education, we talked about success, all of those things. One of the things that we discussed was, so since she was, I think, 9 years old, she's known exactly what she wants to do in life.
Okay, we'll get there.
Okay, and I've been perennially confused. I went into my bachelor's thinking one thing, I came out of my master's thinking another thing, I went into PhD, something else entirely. Now I'm something else entirely. So I'm like, okay, you clearly have your mission in life. You do mission, I'll be stay-at-home dad. So it's coming around to that. Now the kids are there, I can do the stay-at-home dadding and she can go about her mission.
I doubt that will happen. As in, I think we'll be stay-at-home parenting. Or I think we'll be stay outside the house family.
Yes. Yeah, once they're old enough to come around everywhere. I really want to get one of those seats that can sit on the back of my cycle that Achinthya can sit in. Then we can like truly be mobile and go around.
It will be fun.
Yeah.
I don't think tandem cycling will work in Bangalore, but we can do me with Laya and you with Achinthya cycling around the place.
That'd be fun. Yeah. Yeah, so as we've been discussing this, we realized that there are so many ways and so many social stereotypes about being a productive parent, and that you need to choose between your family and your passion and income and all of those things that we've been exploring, and not only within ourselves but in conversations with others, right? So it was interesting that a lot of people we spoke to expected Janani to not work around like when kids came, and were confused that I was also not working as much. And yeah, where else have you encountered these stereotypes?
In my own head. I think it's in the opposite way though, and I think we've spoken about this a little bit before. But I have this thing in my head that I need to be productive and I need to be a good parent. And so it's often I actually don't see too many people talking to me about what I do in terms of parenting and working and that balance. But there's some monologue in my head that's unconscious about whether I'm doing the right thing or not. I think having done a lot of mentoring exercises and a lot of introspective exercises to identify what I want and how I want to do that, and sort of built that practice before I got to this place, I can then work through any guilt or worry or fear that I'm feeling just by that logical, what do I want and how do I achieve it in more complex steps. But yes.
Yeah. So you feel like you have it sorted?
No, I feel like I know how to sort it. I'm starting the process. What about you?
So it's been interesting I've had to navigate because I'm not around for that long, and also because he's like Achinthya, our 2-year-old, has really missed Janani for the last month of her pregnancy and say the first month after that. And during that time, I could take him out to play and he would agree, but he really missed his mother, and so when he came back, he always just wanted to be with her. And now that she's able to spend more time, he's not like, he wants to play around with her. And I've been good at playing with him alone, and now I need to figure out how to play with him around other people. And so sorting out that emotion for myself, that, oh, he doesn't want to play with me. Am I doing something less? Am I doing something wrong? But every time that I've told everyone else, pause, I'm going to spend time with my son, and I'm just playing with him full on, I realized that he doesn't have any of these, like he's not judging, he's not comparing, he's not doing any of that. He's just following his like instinct and following whatever's most joyful at that point of time, and I should just do the same thing. And right now that is eating Christmas cake.
We owe them a Laya update. Laya is 6 weeks old and she is gaining quite a bit in chubbiness. Not too sure exactly how much she weighs. We should figure it out this week. She's very vocal, and that's new for us as parents. Achinthya was a very quiet-ish child. And this one knows what she wants and she vocalizes that when she wants it comparatively.
Yeah.
And she's happily asleep now behind the phone on her grandmom's shoulder. In a full splayed out position.
Yeah, and she takes her time to burp.
She chuckles in her sleep.
Yeah. Achinthya took so long to smile outside his sleep, and this one, and it's really cool because Janani's name for Laya when she was pregnant was Chucky, and she's been chuckling ever since she was born. So that's a lot of fun. She's certainly sleeping more in the nights. I'm a lot happier for that. She's a lot happier for that.
And she's focusing. It's quite funny when you call her name or you kind of speak to her. I don't think she's understanding name yet, of course. But when you speak to her, she tries to find you, and if she finds your face, she just pays attention to your face.
She tracks a hand moving around. So yeah, it's incredible to be so comfortable with a little one, and also be so surprised again.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like it's new completely, but it's still new to feel all these things and to experience all this. And so I think children are a real joy, and I'm glad
now
to have them around.
rambling. Now we will ramble if we do this anymore.
Okay.
So we should pause.
Yes.
And I'm glad we shot another one and we didn't have a 1-year gap. Also, thank you for helping us edit Sushanth, who is our wonderful brother-in-law, and he's enabling us to actually put these up because we can shoot these videos, but we don't have the time to edit. What's our question for them?
What was the last thing you felt truly joyful about doing?